Thank you for watching Culture Shock News. This article comes to us from yournewswire.com. U.S. District Attorney vows to charge Obama with treason. Acting District Attorney Dana Bonet is allegedly working behind the scenes to charge former President Barack Obama with treason. Bonet is second in line of succession to be Attorney General of the United States under a February 9 executive order signed by President Trump. According to various reports, Obama has been working behind the scenes in trying to overthrow the Trump administration, colluding with domestic terrorist organizations to incite riots nationwide. Countdown to ZeroTime.com reports with President Obama immediately upon leaving office, establishing a private website and proclaiming on it that, quote, "I won't stop. In fact, I will be right there with you as a citizen for all my days that remain," unquote. It's obvious to even laymen to deduce that the Berkeley riots may have been ordered by President Obama himself. There is enough evidence for the FBI to implicate Obama for sedition and treason, but behind the scenes there is fierce debate over the fallout, including worrying about traitors at all levels of government if action was taken against the agitator-in-chief. Much concerns have been raised due to his gathering around him an army of agitators, numbering more than 30,000, who he commands from a bunker less than 2 blocks from the White House. Quote, Barack Obama, who may claim will be creating a shadow government to frustrate the policy goals of his administration, we're looking at something that's coming very close to, it seems to me, sedition, Lou Dobbs revealed. Most chilling though of the President Obama's army of agitators is that they are gearing up for battle with a growing war chest and more than 250 offices across the country, and have also began militant actions and planning with other leftist groups attempting to destroy President Trump as well. Why is this happening? We are seeing the death of old crumbling institutions. The rats are backed into a corner, scared, angry, and very, very vicious. The Democrats know that they will no longer ever again have the power that they enjoyed because the public is now aware of the voter fraud, and the man America elected president will not let it continue. Trump to launch a major investigation into voter fraud. This means that the Democrats who counted on the fraudulent voting machines and millions of dead voters voting for them in multiple states are dead ducks politically. So what is left for the Communist Democratic Party? Quote, the FBI have investigation files proving Obama's link to these radical leftist groups plotting to overthrow the President Trump and the U.S. government. The latest evidence was just enough for experts to understand Obama's plans to support immigrants and form a shadow government. What's his final goal? Keep himself inside the government indirectly. Absurd. This is absurd. The government will with dirty tricks and violent protests. One of the radical leftist groups, Obama's OFA, Organization for Action, or should we call them Army of Agitators, have begun militant action planning already. For example, in Berkeley, California, an organization called BAM, by any means necessary, that state of Michigan law enforcement officials have labeled as a potential terrorist group, which is a prototype Obama will spearhead throughout the United States. We're on full display with this at the University of California, Berkeley, when their black-clad, well-rehearsed militants came in a military fashion. Usually there are around 400 of these well-trained, vicious, violent agitators to small protests. Their MO is to outnumber and beat up the opposition, who were sent allegedly by Obama to stop a speech being given by a controversial British journalist, Milo Yiannopoulos. And when police authorities were ordered to, quote, stand down, caused $100,000 in damage, and to which their leader, Yvette Felarca, said she had no regrets over the terror and chaos caused, adding that the left has been far too timid for way too long, indicating this will charge a more violent protests are on the way. If this wasn't coordinated by a central command and control center, why there were police ordered to stand down, who had the power and foreknowledge to do and order them to do this? As reported by the New York Post, Obama is intimately involved in OFA operations and even tweets from the group's account. In fact, he gave marching orders to OFA foot soldiers following Trump's upset victory. Far from sulking, OFA activists opened and helped organize anti-Trump marches across U.S. cities, some of which turned into riots. Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Someone has to be funding those foundations, the OFA in particular, and it's probably George Soros, because Obama's been a part of George Soros for decades. Most concerning about these radical leftist militant actions to U.S. Attorney Bonet and law enforcement throughout the land is that the FBI's investigation into this Berkeley riot and the FBI investigation into Berkeley's mayor ordering his police forces to stand down revealed that BAM had coordinated their attacks with Obama's OFA Oakland, California office, and may have, in fact, been ordered by President Obama himself. Well, he's not the president anymore. You mean former president and eventually treasonous prisoner and or war criminal. Even more disturbing about Obama's OFA's radical leftist affiliations than Berkeley is their partnering with a group called Knights of Socialism that has begun teaching children to chant "Kill Trump" while bashing with baseball bats effigies of America's new president. U.S. District Attorney Bonet is allegedly behind the scenes advocating that a grand jury be impaneled to charge the former president with treason. This may not happen because experts warn if it should occur, it could most assuredly plunge the United States into open civil warfare, following quickly by martial law. We are at an impasse, and what happens in the next few months will sharpen America's future and shape America's future. Thank you for watching Culture Shock News. I leave you a link below for this article.